At this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to tonight's visitors, the Walnut Hills Eagles.
Today, the Walnut Hills Eagles hit the road for their third straight week to begin the 2025 campaign as they travel down to Forest Hills and to Spartan Stadium, home of their ECC rival, the Turpin Spartans. Both teams enter this contest at 1-1, Walnut licking their wounds after a blowout loss at Milford last Friday night. They look for a win here, which would snap their 34-game-long conference losing streak. My name is Graham Dunwoody. I'll take you through the action tonight as the Eagles and Spartans do battle on the gridirons. Turpin heads into the game 1-1, 1-0 in conference play. They knocked off Little Miami with a comeback win last week, 26-22. And boast one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in all of Greater Cincinnati.
All right, everybody.
Turpin led by third-year head coach Brian Walker, a battle of third-year head coaches here. Walker, 7 wins and 16 losses, 1 playoff appearance during his time with the Spartans. Last year they went 3-7. Graduated their senior quarterback Devin Neegum, but they have replaced him excellently with Luke Millaham. Top 3 in the ECC in passing yards, top 3 in the ECC in rushing yards. Millaham's gotten it done on all parts of the field, accounted for a large majority of the Turpin offense through these first 2 weeks. And that has led to a lot of points being put on the board by Turpin, but also by their opponents. Turpin's allowed almost 30 points a game, 35 in a loss to McNick in week 1, 22 to Little Miami, and they need a last-minute touchdown drive to beat them. This Turpin defense completely suffocated the Walnut offense last year. We'll see if that changes. But the Turpin defense is looking for a bounce-back game against this Walnut offense. During Walnut's 34-game conference losing streak, they have been shut out 11 times, including last week at Milford. Will Rivers had his 3rd worst game of his career by passer rating in his 18 starts.
Report dropped their yearly school report cards. Turpin High School, once again the top-ranked high school in the Forest Hills School District, and ranked number 17 out of 903 high schools in all of Ohio. Number 7 in all of Greater Cincinnati. Let's give a big round of applause.
Just about a minute and a half until kickoff. Turpin brings with them one more secret weapon that any visitor to any sports stadium knows to fear, and that is a horde of elementary school kids. Never been to a game with them. They can get loud if they are rooting for your team. They are going to be pulling hard for the Spartans tonight.
Visit www.
Coming from the Forest Hills School District, 3 different schools have packed the stands with maroon, trying to drown out the nut house and get these Spartans to a winning record, 2-1.
Visit GoTurpin.com.
In terms of playoff implications, both teams need this win very badly. Turpin, if they were to lose this game, do not have a lot of opportunities to get to the higher win threshold needed for a playoff berth in Region 8. Walnut Hills,
number 30, Eli Newman,
probably needs about 3 wins. Announcer just got the kicker's name wrong to start it off, so that's a good start.
Yeah. Correction on the kicker. The kicker is number 25.
There we go.
Connor Breen.
Walnut, Turpin won the toss. They defer to the second half, and so actually Walnut won the toss and deferred to the second half. What am I saying? It'll be Turpin ball to start, and that means we're going to get to see the dynamic threat Luke Millaham early. 30.5 points per game allowed by the Walnut defense. Allowed 24 in the first half to Milford last Friday.
And number 13, Sam Scott.
Turpin, a dynamic passing offense, one of 2 teams in the ECC with multiple 100-yard receivers, and they have 3 of them. Anderson, the other one, also has 3. 1 senior, 1 junior, 1 sophomore among that receiving core that Luke Millaham has to throw to. Connor Breen, the kicker, approaches the ball and kicks it with his right foot. It's a low squib kick, and fielded by the up man, Adam Schlomer. He will knife his way through to the 30, push right side, and get taken down just shy of the 35. And that's where the Turpin offense will start.
Brought down by 25, Connor Breen.
The kicker, Breen, made the tackle there. So a decent start for Turpin.
1st and 10, Turpin.
She ran with my...
Luke Millaham, as we've said, his story is an interesting one. He converted from quarterback to wide receiver. He was the backup to Devin Neegum in 2023. Caught passes from him in 24, and now he's the one throwing them, and he's been throwing it dang well in 2025. He is flanked by Holden Girth, 2 receivers each side, and Walnut, looks like they just jumped off sides. Kamar Powell,
offside,
freshman.
Walnut Hills. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Turpin timed the snap well. Powell jumped off sides for a free 5 yards for the Spartans.
39-yard line. 1st down and 5.
Powell will now exit and be replaced for the Eagles. Millaham back to pass on 1st down. Looks, throws it deep, and that's dangerous. Calvin knocks it down. It was a little bit over his head. Millaham airmailed that over the head of Evan Overholser. Julian Calvin, freshman, was a hair away from his first career INT. Good positioning from Calvin. Got great leverage on the senior veteran Overholser. The freshman making his first career start. Almost gets the INT. Mason Jones in the game at defensive tackle. 2nd down and 5 for Turpin. Snap to Millaham. He will hand Holden Girth running up the middle, and he will be stopped quickly. Gain of a couple. Eli Newman in on that tackle. Gain of 3, 3rd and short coming up for Turpin. Eli Newman, Jonathan Jackson on that tackle. Walnut with a chance to get off the field early. Turpin, a very fast-paced offense as we saw last year. 3rd down and 2. Millaham will now slow it down. 3 receivers to his left side, 1 to his right. Snap to Millaham. He will hand Girth running right side. Girth hit and dropped in the backfield. Jonathan Jackson Jr. again. And the Eagles get a stop on 3rd down, and we'll see what Turpin does. Big stop by the Eagles defense. They come up big and force a Turpin punt. No gain for Holden Girth. That will bring up senior Henry Feltman, who's done the punting duties this year. And it is Beanie Ackland, the returner, just standing in front of the Walnut 25. Ackland, the only deep man, snap to Feltman. He will boot it away. It goes over the head of Ackland. He will just have to watch it. It bounces to the 10. Ackland picked it up, goes to the 15. Cuts right side to the 17. That's where he's taken down hard. James Wolford, defensive tackle on that special teams play for Turpin. The Eagles defense gets a stop on the first drive of the game. And that'll bring on Will Rivers and the Eagles offense. Rivers had a rough go of it last time he faced these Spartans. The Eagles offense was held without a 1st down in Mark Stadium for the entire duration of the game. They're hoping to avoid a similar fate, and after getting that stop, they got a chance here. They'll have to do it backed up inside their own 20 after that strong punt by Henry Feltman. Beanie Ackland, for what it's worth, was not very much respecting Feltman's leg. He was set up well about 15 yards in front of where that punt landed. Braylon Dennis gets the start at running back. 3 receivers right and 1 left. Will Rivers is the quarterback, making his 19th career start. And Turpin just jumped off sides, but no flag thrown as they get back in position. So the play will resume. 1st and 10 from the 17. Snap to Rivers. He will fumble it on an option play and falls down on it.
fumble on the play.
Rivers and
by
Dennis.
Will Rivers.
It was a read
Recovered.
option some kind, but nobody
By the
wanted to take the
Eagles.
ball. Rivers fell on it, but lost a couple of yards in that play. And it puts the Eagles behind the chains early.
There to make the play, a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Not a mistake you want to see after your defense came out big
15.
and stopped the Turpin offense in its tracks. Walnut will sub on a 6th offensive lineman, it looks like. And that's Jaden Miller. Starting 5 the same as before. It was Smith, Manez, Nolman, Johnson, and Gordon from left to right. But now the Eagles already behind the chains and need to work to get to the first down. They need the 27. They're at the 15. Second down and 12. Same formation. Rivers able to the wide side. Snap to Rivers. Back to pass. Pressure coming from right at the middle. Rivers going to be grabbed and sacked. Brody Nickerson, an unblocked rusher. The Eagles offense let him through, and Rivers will lose about 10 yards on the sack.
By 76. Charlie going. Ball placed all the way back at the 5-yard line. Third down.
Brings up 3rd and 22, and a failure on the part of the Walnut O-line. Rivers had no chance with that free rusher right up the middle on the blitz by Nickerson. So now 3rd and 22. 2 receivers go each side. Rivers standing at the goal line. At this point, just want to get some yards so Colin Ross can try to get a good punt. Snap to Rivers, back to pass. Got time, throws it right side to Lul Mesfin off his hands and incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down in the Walnut punt team.
Intended for 10.
Ben Fry, junior DB, was in coverage of Lul Mesfin, but it went right off his hands.
From the 5.
And now it'll be a tough punt situation for Colin Ross. The normal long snapper, Connor Carlton, suffered injury to his shoulder earlier this week, so it's freshman Vance Lamb doing the long snapping. Colin Ross standing just a few yards shy of the back line of the end zone.
Punt formation for the Eagles, 16. Colin Ross.
And Brady Gillespie, DB, is standing at the Walnut 40 to await the punt from Ross, who gets the snap, back to punt. He gets it away. Gillespie backs up a couple steps, gets it to the 43, got room to run. Runs to the 35, left side of the 30, cuts back right side to the 25, and gets taken down right there by Eli Newman.
25-yard line, brought down by number
38-yard punt and an 18-yard return. Turpin will have good field position as we start their second drive. So a couple miscues by the Eagles put them back early. Don't like to see that. And now Luke Milliham and the Turpin offense will have a much easier time here on the second drive. Mateo Zuniga is the second defensive tackle as we start this. Jalen Little, linebacker, lining up as the end. He'll shift right to left. Braylon Coleman on motion in. Milliham takes the snap, runs to the right, rolling out. Milliham will tuck it down and run, gets to the 20-yard line before being tackled. And Xander Hargis in on that tackle for a gain of 5.
Stopped by Xander Hargis, number 1 for the Eagles.
Milliham, number 2 in the ECC in rushing yards, entering this week. Walnut defense looking to get set against his up-tempo offense, and now Milliham and the Spartans will slow it down. 2nd and 6 from the 21. Snap to Milliham, back to pass, up the middle, blitz coming, and it's high and incomplete. Over the head of sophomore Callan Cullen, and big pressure was being put on Milliham by Jonathan Jackson Jr. as he came right at the middle on the blitz and got a free rush at Milliham. They have been able to pressure the quarterback and get him uncomfortable early. Through 2 weeks, the Eagles defense had no sacks and 2 TFLs on the season. But the D-line and the linebackers have worked well early to make Milliham just that little bit uncomfortable. 3 receivers left, 1 right. 3rd and 6 for Milliham. He's back to pass here. Throws quickly right on the wheel route, caught by Holden Girth. And he skates out of bounds at the 10, picking up the Spartan first down. Good play call by the Turpin coaching staff. And the first down of the game belongs to Holden Girth on the pass from Milliham. Brings up 1st and goal at the 10.
Walnut Hills. It'll be a 1st and goal
Turpin offense is strong, have a lot of ways to get their playmakers the ball. First and goal from the 10, 8:09 to go in the first quarter. Milliham takes it on a QB keeper left side, and he gets to the 5, pushes his way forward to the goal line and into the end zone for a Turpin touchdown. Luke Milliham, a powerful run, and gets the Spartans on the board first. His third rushing touchdown of the season, Luke Milliham. And we've been warning, but he displayed a strong skill set there and makes it 6-0. He will hold for this extra point. Addy Braun, the kicker, his 4th year as Turpin's starting kicker, converted 64 of 72 extra points. High snap, and the kick is away by Braun, and good to make it 7-0 in favor of the Spartans. So the short field gets cashed in after the 3rd and 6 conversion. Walnut offense back out there after this short break.
Spirit Shop. It's just outside the athletic entrance as you enter the stadium. Stop by tonight. Concession stand and restrooms are located behind the stands and open. Ortho, Cincinnati Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, and the Christ Hospital Health Network are the exclusive healthcare providers for Turpin Spartan Athletics. Let's hear it for team physician Dr. Early and our athletic trainer, Abby Bloxage. Thanks to Ortho Cincy and the Christ Hospital for all you do to keep our Turpin Spartans healthy and support you give to all the students through your wide variety.
After the short break, we're back here at Spartan Stadium. It's Turpin 7 and Walnut Hills nothing. After the 10-yard touchdown run by quarterback Luke Milliham. The Eagles have been able to put some pressure on him in the passing game, but stopping his legs is a whole other story. Turpin will kick it off. Fading back to about the 10-yard line, Braylon Dennis makes the reception, runs it out to the 20, cuts right side to the 25, and muscles his way forward to about the 32 before being taken out of bounds by Turpin DB Trey Goetzel. Solid return for Braylon Dennis. Sets the Eagles up past their own 30. It was back-to-back miscues, first by Rivers and Dennis, and then by the interior O-line, that produced 2 straight negative plays for the Eagles offense.
For the Eagles.
We'll see if they can clean those up here as they start this second drive with their own 31. Eagles did not get a first down all of last year when they faced Turpin. Let's see if Rivers and the offense can make something work here. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Snap to Rivers, back to pass against the blitz, throws it short for Mesfin. This time he catches it and pushes forward for a gain of about 4 to the 35.
Rivers pass is complete.
Lowell Mesfin's second career catch. The first came against West High this year. And a short gain for the Eagles on first down. A short, safe play. You want to avoid that negative play that started the first drive. And that'll be a safe bet. Now the Eagles bring 6 to the line. Haven't seen the 4 receiver package yet. Second down and 6. Dennis flanking Rivers to the right. 2 receivers left. Snap to Rivers. And he's running out of time. Rivers going to get tracked down. Running to the right. Throws across his body. Kalen Murray holds it in Turpin territory. A nice contested catch by Kalen Murray. Brady Gillespie was against him, and the Eagles have the first down they've been searching for. Kalen Murray hauls it in at the 47 of Turpin.
Mac Reed.
That's a welcome sight for the Eagles offense, and a nice job extending the play. He had a linebacker bearing down on him. Will Rivers did. That was James Wolfer. Eagles quarterback Will Rivers off to a solid start. 6 men on the line again. This time they'll hand it to Dennis, running left side. Dennis trying to turn the corner, and he will fail. Get a gain of 3, tackled by
Braylon Dennis, the ball carrier, to the
number
45-yard line.
14.
Max Heiss, 14.
Max Heiss.
Second and 8.
Heiss on my roster listed as 89, but he's wearing 14. Max Heiss already 11 tackles and a receiving touchdown. Not to mention his career stats, which are so long you could barely fit them on one line of my page. Gain of 2 for Dennis at second down and 8. Eagles will go wide again. They find themselves in Turpin territory, 2nd down and 8. Snap to Rivers, looking for the quick toss, but the first one wasn't there. He rolls to the right, finds his receiver, Jason Nicholas, goes to the 40, snaps to the 38. He gets fumbled down, fumbles the football, and Turpin recovers. Max Heiss.
Delivered pass out by number 18.
Nicholas had first down yardage, but as he was going to the ground, fumbled the football, and that's how Walnut's second drive will end. Fumbled it right at the line to gain the 38-yard line, but couldn't keep possession. Jason Nicholas. Walnut coughed it up 4 times last week, and here they give it up here on a promising drive. Turpin up 7-0 midway through the first quarter, looking to extend that now. Luke Milliham and the Turpin offense come back out. 3 receivers right, 1 left, Holden Girth the back. Milliham takes it, rolls to the right, bearing down on him little, launches it deep, wide open is Callan Pullen, a complete bust, and he'll skate into the end zone for a Turpin touchdown. Callan Pullen all alone, a 62-yard touchdown pass from Milliham, and nobody in that Walnut secondary was within 20 yards of him as he made that catch. Something just not right in that Walnut defense. Xander Hargis was the closest man to him, and you'd prefer a safety be there and not a linebacker. But alas, Callan Pullen's first career touchdown catch comes in the first quarter of today's game, and Addy Braun kicks the extra point right through to make it 14-0 in favor of the Spartans. No, he didn't get it. He missed the extra point. Addy Braun, just the 9th time he's done that in his career. Looked from where I had it that he hit it, but Braun missed, and it's 13-0 in favor of Turpin.
Get a slice of La Rosa's pizza. We're head down beach right after the game. The La Rosa's restaurant.
So it's been the Walnut miscues coming back to haunt them again, and Turpin has converted it into points.
Official pizza of the Turpin Spartans. Tomorrow, athletic events. JV football at Walnut Hills, 9 a.m. Cross country's at Little Miami tomorrow. Girls soccer teams at Harrison. JV at 10, varsity at noon. And the boys soccer team is at Middletown for a noon.
Back-to-back touchdown drives for the Turpin offense, and they have not taken very long. Jack Nader on to kick it away. Turpin now up by 2 scores, 13-0. 5:44 to play first quarter, and 3 receivers are all deep to return this. It is Nicholas, Dennis, and Xander Hargis. Nader approaches the ball. High spiraling kick fielded by Dennis at the 6. He will return it out to the 10, and he had borne down on cuts right side to the 20 and gets taken out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. And Sam Stiles on that takeout, but Dennis again gets the Eagles offense past the 30.
Getzel with the special team stop for the Spartans.
So the Eagles got into Turpin territory with a nice pass to Kalen Murray, but the fumble by Nicholas inside the 40 ended the drive prematurely. Joshua Thornton will now enter to play wide receiver. We've been seeing Xander Hargis in that role, but now it'll be Thornton, who was a wide receiver all of last year before hurting his femur against Lebanon in game 9 of that season. His first offensive snap, Rivers an empty 5 wide. Snap to Rivers, back to pass, got time, launches up the middle, caught by Lures at the 40, skate to the 50. Lures still going to the 40 and taken down to the 37-yard line from behind. Adam Schlomer, a nice catch by Malachi Lures. And the Eagles passing game gets right back in front.
Into Turpin territory.
Give him about, I'd say, 32 yards, and
first down.
Malachi Lures, who had that excellent game in week 1 against Western Hills, matched the highest receiving output for an Eagle since 2022. He makes the catch there. Walnut will stay in 5 wide. Dennis and Thornton, the extra receivers. Quick toss right side for Dennis, and he will try to make a man miss and go down at the 27-yard line. Again taken down by Schlomer, and whenever we're seeing a linebacker on one of these 5 wide receivers, they are going after the linebackers, and it's been working out so far. Give him 9 yards, and that catch to the 28. It'll be second down and short. Now the Eagles will bunch up 4 receivers to the left side and just try to put strain on this Turpin secondary. Nicholas, the Wildcat QB, he'll run it left side, and he will not get anywhere as he's taken down in the backfield by Nickerson for a loss of 2.
With the keeper, stop made by Brody Nickerson.
Rivers was lining up as a receiver on that play to try to give Turpin more to think about, but it was just the Wildcat run by Nicholas. We saw a lot of that last week against Milford when they would take Rivers off the field entirely. This time, they tried to line him up as a decoy. Turpin and their linebacking core did not fall for it. Eagles will go back to 5 wide, 3rd down and 3 at the Turpin 30-yard line, looking to put some points on the board after the offensive miscues on drives 1 and 2. Rivers alone in the backfield. Takes the snap, blitzes on for Turpin. Rivers got time, launches toward the end zone. Malachi Lures, caught! Touchdown! Eagles! Malachi Lures makes the touchdown catch, and the Eagles offense on the board. 30 yards, Rivers to Lures. Career touchdown catch number 3 for Lures, and pass number 16 for Will Rivers.
For the Eagle touchdown.
And that is how you answer. Walnut just spreads it out to the maximum and asks Turpin, can you stop this passing attack? And for that, the answer was no. Snap is fumbled, and Son, who can't even get it away, it's blocked.
Is no good. Blocked.
So the score will stay at 13-6. But a nice response from the Eagles offense. They go 5 wide, show that formation for the first time all year, and see a lot of results. Malachi Lures, 62 yards and the touchdown catch on that drive. 1-score game, 3:45 to go. It's 13-6. Lures got behind Turpin DB Brady Gillespie. It's been him and Schlomer that the Eagles offense has been picking on. And they show some fight on offense. And this is what you like to see, competitive football. Not necessarily a punch in the mouth, but getting up off the mat after those 2 offensive drives were stalled by miscues. And now, let's see if the defense can respond. Gillespie is the deep man for Turpin. Connor Breen to kick it off. He will go low, and it will roll to the 20, and now falling on it is Gavin Jacobs. If he let that go out of bounds, it might have been extra yards for Turpin.
30-yard line.
But Gavin Jacobs smothers the kick and puts Turpin at their own 30 to start this drive.
The Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now.
And credit also must be given to the Eagles' offensive line. They are saying, we're going to block with 5. We're going to send everybody else out wide. And they held up very well. Turpin's been throwing a lot of blitzes and extra rushes at the O-line. Rivers has had time to throw, especially on that drive. Now let's see if the offense can respond. Milliham, to his credit, will now go an empty with 5 wide. So call it a copy. Jason Nicholas playing DB is on this drive, and it's a jet sweep running around to the right side. Logan Ackerman, the backup quarterback, he's cut down by Xander Hargis after a gain of 7 or 8.
Logan Ackerman, the ball carrier, for a gain of about 8 yards on the play. Stopped by Xander Hargis, number 1.
We'll see how long that lasts. Turpin to the line quickly. But unlike last year, the tempo has been a little bit slower. They've been looking to the sideline once or twice after the quick clap. Snap to Milliham. He's going to toss it quickly right for Kylan Poland, and he skates to the 50. He gets taken out at the 46 by Eli Newman.
It's complete.
And the quick toss to the right is effective once again for Turpin's offense.
That's into Walnut Hills territory. That is a Turpin first down at the 47. Eli Newman made the stop.
47. This time Turpin will snap it quickly. Give it to Holden Girth running left side. Girth got a big hole and gets through to the 35. Taken down to the secondary by Joshua Thornton as well as Nicholas.
That's another
and Turpin starting to hum once again. Walnut at the one-play bust on Turpin's last drive. This time the Spartans just chunking it down the field. Well up to the 34-yard line, another first down for the Spartans. Eagles still getting set. Snap to Milliham, quick toss right side Poland, and he will stay on his feet, skate to the 22, and then Eli Newman takes him out of bounds. It was Xander Hargis defending him, and
Newman.
we see again the quick toss out to the right side. Callan Poland already nearing 100 yards receiving.
First down and 10, Turpin.
We talked of the three-headed monster in this Turpin receiving core, and they have shown their stuff so far. Milliham will hand Girth running right side, strung out and tackled after a short gain. This time, Braylon Coleman released and made the tackle.
Stop made by 55, Eric Johnson.
And he got almost nothing, maybe a yard. Second and long. Julian Calvin against Evan Overholzer almost had the INT on the first play of the game. Turpin has not thrown that way yet. Walnut showing blitz, and now Turpin will look to the sideline and correct their play call. Just over 2 to go first quarter. Eagles looking for a big stop. Second down and 9. Snap to Milliham, back to pass. Milliham got time, launches toward the end zone. Overholzer, but it's well over his head and incomplete. He had a step on Julian Calvin, but Milliham sailed that pass to bring up third and long.
No flag on the play.
Flag is down in the end zone. It was out of the end zone, but that is not going to matter. They're going to give the pass interference call against Julian Calvin and give Turpin 15 yards and a first down. We'll see. Are they picking it up? We have a ref conversation now. The chains have not moved. Neither has the ball. Timeout's going to be called by Walnut. The chains are now going to move, it looks like.
Our business partners, who include John Schnitzler, St. Barman Church.
It took a while for the chains to move. It's half a dozen to the 11, but eventually it is going to be
Low Brewery, Jersey Mike's, Already Group, Coldwell,
DPI on Calvin.
Walker Brightwell Foundation, Crumble Cookie.
And the crowd next to me
Rogers
in the visiting stands does not like that call.
Institute, All in Goal, Animal Care Center, ECM Kitchen and Bath Design, Cranstetter Kangaroo, Miami.
Last time the Spartans were down in the zone, they used Milliham's legs to great effect to punch it into the end zone.
Miller Real Estate. Donahue at
We've seen a lot of new faces on this Walnut defense. Now Dawson Price, the safety, looks like they were just delivering a play call, and now he's going to run back out. So out of the timeout, it is 1st and 10 from the 11 of Walnut. Turpin looking to punch it in for the third time in this first quarter. Looking to go back up by 2 scores. Heavy stead on the line, 7 men. Snap to Milliham, he hands Holden Girth, running left side. Girth, a big hole toward the end zone, touchdown Turpin. Penalty flag thrown in the backfield. Came in after Girth was back there. It was thrown next to offensive lineman Henry Feldman, and it'll bring it back. It's holding on Feldman. The flag takes it away. First down and 20 coming up for Turpin.
Ten-yard penalty. He's going to take the ball back to the 21-yard line. It'll be first down.
It was a pretty gaping hole for Holden Girth. The holding was almost certainly not needed, but they were dinged for to take the TD off the board. Girth goes in motion. He gets the wheel route pass on the right side, and he's going to the 15 and fighting forward to the 10 to the 5 and taken down at the 5 by Xander Hargis. He bowled over Jalen Little, linebacker, trying to bring him down, and got most of that penalty yardage back.
Hargis with the stop for Walnut.
Give him about 15 to the 6. Turpin quickly to the line. Snap to Milliham. He will just hand Girth again. And this time he's taken down quickly by Jonathan Jackson Jr.
Taken down. Very short gain on the play.
Jackson ready for the quick run, and it'll bring another third down. We'll see if Walnut can get off the field here.
Third down.
A minute to play. 13-6 Turpin. Walnut defense looking to get a stop. The offense was cooking last drive with the big passes to Lures. See if they can get a stop here, and a whistle will stop play. Timeout's going to be taken.
Timeout called by Walnut Hills.
By the Eagles again.
Of the first half.
We've seen this a lot. Coach Miles has preferred to use his timeouts to get things on the right page, and they had possibly a man down. That's definitely a good reason to use a timeout if you want to try and keep him out of the end zone here.
Great Oaks Career Campuses, BSN Sports, Gold Star.
46 seconds to play, first quarter. Turpin with the first two scores of the game came off of Walnut miscues. Walnut offense responded by going 5 wide and airing it out, culminating with a 30-yard TD pass from Rivers to Lures. And now the Eagle defense with a chance to get out the field on 3rd down and 5. Forest Hills marching band down at the other end zone. They are elite, in my humble opinion. They do an excellent job. They're going to have a pretty banger halftime show, if I had to guess. Right now, the Eagles defense looking to match that splendor. 3rd down and 5. 2 receivers each side. Heiss and Overholzer bunched in tight to the line on the left. Turpin 4 receiver set. Eagles playing up in press coverage. 3rd down and 5. Heiss goes in motion. Left to right. Snap to Millham. Running right side. Throws to Heiss in the end zone, and he is taken down short of the end zone by Joshua Thornton.
Drop by Max Heiss, number 4.
We'll see what they give. They will give him the 1, about 4th and inches. You know Turpin's going for it here.
It's a first down.
And it's a first down.
Goal from the 1.
Took a while for the down marker to update, but it was called a first down for Max Heiss on exactly a 5-yard pass. Dual threat of Millham could come into play here at the goal line. Heavy set for Turpin. Millham will take it himself up the middle, and he will get toward the goal line. And
with the keeper, he stopped just
short of the line to gain. A couple of Eagles down in there. It was
Xander
Hargis in there. And that'll be how the first quarter comes to an end.
And that's going to do it for quarter number 1.
Eagles offense produced a response. 13-6. Turpin threatening as we end the first quarter here at Spartan Stadium. Second down and goal at the 1 as we begin the second quarter for Turpin. Luke Millham was stopped just short of the goal line. Looking to punch it in here. Let's take it under center. Runs it up the middle. Luke Millham will fight his way. No signal yet.
And Millham goes in for the Turpin
touchdown. Still haven't seen the signal, but the announcer over the Turpin PA saying touchdown, and so are Turpin. 1 yard rushing TD for Luke Millham, his second of the day and his 4th of his career. Makes it 19-6 in Turpin's favor, pending the XP. Addy Braun, who missed the earlier extra point, just the 9th time he's done that in his 4-year career. Only to try to make it 20-6. He gets the snap, it's good, the hold is good, and the kick is right through for Addy Braun. 26 on the QB sneak by Millham. He's accounted for all 3 of Turpin's touchdowns today, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. The Eagles offense will look for another response. Now again down by 2 scores. Well, when Millihan has done some damage, he has done it to the right side of the field pretty consistently, whether short or on that long TD to Callan Powell. He's gone to the right and found results there. We'll see what the Eagles do to adjust to that the next time they're out on defense, but right now, we'll see if the Eagles continue to go 5 wide at the time of success earlier, and if they can keep up the responses against this Turpin defense.
Kick off for the Spartans.
Jack Nader, the kicker again, and now
Deep for Walnut Hills.
Xander Hargis is the deep main after 2 pretty good returns by Dennis.
Xander Hargis, and number 2.
They have,
Braylon.
I would classify as 4 total deep men, but Hargis the deepest of them all. 11:57 to play, second quarter. Turpin 20, Walnut Hills 6. Turpin scored into their last 3 drives after they went 3 and out on their first one. Nader approaches the ball, and it is a low one this time. It bounces over the head of a Walnut player. It's a live ball, and Dawson Price gets to it. Nice recovery by the senior. It was a good kick trying to surprise the Eagles, and Dawson Price did a really good job of getting the ball back. And it'll be right about the same spot, the 31-yard line, where the Eagles have started most of their drives tonight. Let's see how Turpin adjusts here. Walnut surprised him with 5 wide for the majority of the game, for the majority of the drive last time, and got an efficient TD drive. Looks like we'll be going back to normalcy this time. Braylon Dennis is going to line up at running back in a 4-receiver package. Shocking. 3 receivers to the short side, and Kalen Murray off to the strong side. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And did a Turpin player jump off sides, or was the other way around? It was a false start.
Against Walnut Hills.
Looks like Walnut was trying to get a free 5 yards, but someone flinched on their end.
First down at 15.
And it backs them up 5 yards. That's the miscues coming back in. Jaden Miller will enter for Eric Johnson. He may have been the guilty party. And this is what has doomed the Eagles on their first drive, getting behind the 6 early. Not being able to dig themselves out of that hole as the Turpin rush is just able to pin their ears back here. Snap to Rivers. He will quick toss go right side for Malachi Lures. He can't find a seam. He gets to about the 25-yard line.
Rivers pass caught by Malachi Lures.
Backed him up another couple yards.
On the play.
Second down and 17. Brady Nickerson was all over that one. And Lures cut to the left like he was expecting some blocker to be there, and he did not have any help as 2 Spartans just bore right down on him. It's now second down and 17.
2 on that play. Second down and 17.
We have not seen the Eagles go back to 5 wide after it worked so well for them last drive. Instead, Dennis staying back in the backfield. Snap to Rivers. Got time to throw this time. Steps up in the pocket. Launches left side for Lures. Makes the catch. Got to make a man miss. It's Heiss. And Heiss does not miss many of those, but Lures does get about 6 yards. Third down and 11 coming up. Max Heiss, as veteran as they come for these Spartans. 56 career tackles entering this game.
Gain of about 6 on the play. Third down and 11.
Both teams now headed to the sideline, at least Walnut is. Coach Miles trying to get something organized. As again, you see a pair of negative plays for Walnut. First the false start, then the negative play by Lures on first down. Walnut will go. Let's see what's happening here. Lil Mesfin is here, but it will be 5 wide on empty backfield for Rivers. 4 receivers and Mesfin. 3 to the strong side, 2 to the weak side. Rivers in an empty set on third down and 11. He takes the snap. Blitz coming from off the edge. Turpin got a little confused there. Rivers launches downfield. Joshua Thornton can't make the over-the-shoulder catch. It's a little bit over his head. Really tough throw for Rivers to try and make. Tight coverage provided by Gavin Jacobs, linebacker, on Joshua Thornton. They went back to that idea, going 5 wide, attacking the linebacker in coverage. Jacobs provided pretty good coverage on Thornton. It'll be a Walnut punt.
4th down and 11 from the 31.
Ross netted just 20 yards on his first punt after a good return by Brady Gillespie, who is back to return here, standing at the Turpin 33-yard line. The ball's on the 31 as Ross will look to get some good hang time on this one to give his coverage team a good chance to take down Gillespie. Vance Lamb, the long snapper, gets a pretty good one off, and Ross, a high wobbler, bounces at the 35, rolls and goes out of bounds at about the 25. A pretty good punt by Colin Ross, about 43 yards with no return. Give him credit for that, and we'll see how the Eagles defense will respond. They've given up 3 straight touchdown drives. First one they started in deep plus territory. The second one was a one-play bust in coverage. And that drive, the Spartans just chunked him down the field. Ball spotted at the 30, which I would say it's a bit generous for Turpin. That's where Milliham and the offense will start. Turpin by 2 scores. Milliham sends his back out wide, looks right, throws it left side for Max Heiss. Dodges one tackler, trying to get some space, and he's got some room now to the 36, and that's where he's taken down from behind by Cam Koulibaly. That looked like it could have been a big negative play, but Heiss managed to evade a couple tacklers and pick up some positive yards for Turpin. Heiss, 1,018 career yards entering this game. Turpin got to the line quickly again, and a Walnut player jumps off sides. Braylon Dennis went into the backfield against Overholser. Dennis just a bit antsy. A free first down for Turpin.
At the 41.
When she start driving?
The procedurals, from what I've seen in the press box, are just the worst kind of penalties for a coach to go through. It's just a mental mistake by your team. And the quarterback is not Milliham. It's actually sophomore Will Schmidtauer. I stand corrected. Milliham's on the sideline right now with Turpin up by 2 scores. Milliham has accounted for 3 touchdowns today. Turpin sends one in motion. Schmidtauer back to pass. Got time, lobs it over the middle, and he finds C.J. Elliott, who goes down inside Walnut territory at the 46. Schmidtauer attacked the middle of the field.
That's a Spartan first down at the 46.
Turpin to the line quickly. Snap to Schmidtauer. Hands holding Girth up the middle. Girth will only get a couple as the Walnut D-line did their jobs. Kamar Powell on that tackle. Give him 3 yards. Schmidtauer's first snaps at quarterback in a varsity uniform. Turpin's running the heavy hurry up here. They're back to the line again, and this time they look to the sidelines. They've been running almost exclusively 4 wide. Trey Goetzel is the 4th wide receiver. Walnut comes on a blitz, and it is holding Girth on the rush left side. Girth swallowed up and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Jalen Little shot the A-gap, and Braylon Dennis finished the play.
Braylon Dennis with the stop.
No gain for Girth. It's 3rd down and long.
From the 43.
And Brian Walker wants to see how his sophomore quarterback will respond here. Likely Turpin's QB of the future. Milliham's a senior. 3rd and 7 here. 3 receivers right, 1 left of Schmidtauer. Back to pass. Got time to throw. And he lobs it left side, and it is off the hands of his receiver, Max Heiss. And incomplete. A little bit overthrown for the sophomore QB. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Number 1.
Heiss had a step on Braylon Dennis and Hargis. And the Eagles defense a chance for a stop here. Turpin has not shown the punt team yet. Schmidtauer and Girth are looking for the play on the sidelines. And now a good chance for a stop. Nuthouse getting loud, trying to will their defense to get off the field. Snap to Schmidtauer, back to pass. Got time, steps up, throws it deep down the field. Powell, and he can He hauled in a one-handed catch. Callan Cole, oh my goodness.
Inside
Poland,
to the 6.
it was overthrown by Schmidtauer. Poland, the sophomore, just hauled that in for 41 yards on 4th down. Quick handoff to Girth now, cutting toward the middle of the field, and it'll get about 2 yards. I hate that Turpin runs so off top tempo because I want to appreciate that catch more. Poland had his first career touchdown earlier in today's game, and now he just made an amazing catch for these Spartans. 2nd goal for the 3 now. Schmidtauer looking to punch in on his first drive. He will hand it to Girth running up the middle, and Girth will be stopped shy of the goal line. Play blown dead before he can get there with a second effort. 3rd down and goal.
Eli Newman with the stop.
And with Milleham, I mentioned how the Walnut D-line and the front 7 were doing a good job of getting to and making him uncomfortable. Schmidtauer had all day to throw on that deep ball to Poland. He hands it to Girth again, and he's taken down short of the goal line. Shooting the guy quickly, Jalen Little, as well as Jonathan Jackson Jr. brings up 4th and goal.
Stevie Gordon, number 70, with the stop.
Turpin look for their second 4th down conversion of the drive. It's been 3 straight runs by Girth, and Walnut jumps off sides. That'll give him a free yard. That time it was Stevie Gordon, the senior, who tried to jump the play. And the Eagles have a tough time timing the snap. 1 yard to go for the Spartans, who have already scored in their last 3 straight drives. Easy decision to go for it here for Brian Walker, and now offense heading off the field for both teams. Timeout called by the Spartans.
Of half number 1.
Well, Callan Poland, if Schmidtauer had hit him in stride, it absolutely would have been a walk-in touchdown. He got behind the entire Eagles defense for the 2nd time today. And I thought for sure that Schmidtauer had airmailed that ball, but Poland, just showing off his speed, hauled it in with one hand. One of the best guys I've ever seen by a high schooler in person. I can say that much with confidence. See what the personnel is here for Turpin. Expect the offense and find the offense. They are going to put Luke Milleham back in at quarterback. Last time here, they just snuck it to gain the 1 yard. Here it's 4th and goal. Milleham going under center again, and he will sneak it around the left side, but a flag will blow the play dead. It was a sneak. It wasn't really a sneak. It was more of an off left tackle run under center by Milleham. We'll see what this flag is and if it'll back Turpin up.
The dead ball.
It's going to be procedural on Turpin.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
And that's a big penalty as Walnut offsides have gotten into the 1. Now it'll be a tougher rep if they do want to keep the offense to the field or send the usually reliable Addy Braun back out there to make it a 3-score game. But the Turpin offense has no signs of leaving the field. Logan Ackerman, the backup QB, was in the game. He'll sub out for an extra receiver, C.J. Elliott. 4th down and goal from the 6 after the procedural on Turpin. Walnut defense, another chance to get off the field here. Elliott in motion, right to left. Snap to Milleham. He's back to pass. Milleham got time. Rolls out to the right. He's got room to run. Now he'll pump and get taken into the end zone. Touchdown, Turpin.
Milam goes in for the Turpin.
And a flag gets thrown late on the Walnut sideline. It was a touchdown for Turpin. I can't imagine that flag would negate any touchdown because that was such a late flag. It'll be unsportsmanlike conduct against Walnut.
The touchdown does count.
Touchdown will count.
After the play, Turpin receives an unsportsmanlike conduct.
It was a Turpin call. So the Spartans got the unsportsmanlike.
It'll be enforced.
The touchdown counts though, and it's 26-6. 4th touchdown accounted for today by Luke Millihan. He's been everything that we were expecting. 3 rushing touchdowns and 1 through the air. Came in for that one play after his sophomore backup Will Schmidtauer had the rest of the drive. Addy Braun on for the extra point. He's made 2 of 3 so far today. Snap is good. Hold is good. And the kick by Addy Braun is perfect.
Good. 6:02
Make it 27-6. Turpin in front. Gutsy calls by Brian Walker, and both of them pay off. They convert 4th and 6 twice and get a TD out of it. I can't lie, this Turpin offense is pretty fun to watch. They run a lot of different stuff. They have a lot of different ways to attack your defense. I'd like to see how they do, not out of spite or anything, but just how they do against one of those top defenses, the Winton Woods and Andersons. We're going to see those pretty soon. They play Anderson next week. I want to see if this Turpin offense can make some trickery happen.
Once again, parents
against the Raptors.
Of athletes being recognized at halftime.
27-6 is your score. 6:02 to play in the second quarter.
Behind the track at this time.
Turpin scored the last 2 touchdowns on each of their last 4 drives. After the unsportsmanlike conduct and force on the kickoff, the ball's on the 25-yard line. Got to respect the leg of Naderer, and you can get a good return here. Onside kick attempt here would be dangerous with what he tried last time. Kicking from the 25-yard line. Play held up for the moment, and now we can go. Naderer approaches the ball and kicks it low, and it will be fielded by Jackson at the 30, goes to the 40 and rushes forward to the 49 where he is taken down. So Walnut does pay off the penalty with good field position, just shy of midfield.
Kevin Jacobs with the stop for Turpin.
Feels like we've seen new personnel every drive for the Eagles offense. This time, Jonathan Jackson will stay in the game for his first reps at running back. Walnut's had 4 drives, and they've had a lot of miscues on the 3 that did not end up in touchdowns, and the one that did was an extremely successful drive. 7 men on the line for the Eagles. Let's make it 6. Jackson in the back. 2 receivers left and 1 right. Snap to Rivers. He rolls to the left. Getting pressure put on him. Rivers backpedals and just launched it out of bounds. So that play design did not work. Turpin's front 7 covered the short options that Rivers was trying to find pretty easily. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Have to imagine that the Eagles will be pretty aggressive on any 4th down that may come up here, as long as they can get some yardage and not go negative. Once again, it's the same formation, but reversed on this 2nd down and 10 from midfield. And the Eagles pay off their penalty yardage. Jackson goes in motion left to right, snap to Rivers, back to pass. Rivers steps up, launches downfield into double coverage for Lures, and it's over his head and incomplete. Well overthrown with Max Heiss and Brady Gillespie both in coverage of the senior Malachi Lures.
Malachi Lures. Max Heiss with the coverage, number 14.
So 2 passing downs have gone nowhere. Now 3rd down and 10.
Elementary school in that.
Big down here for the Eagles offense. Their play design have just not worked so far on this drive. This time they will send Kalen Murray left to right in motion, and he'll bunch up tight to the line.
Yeah, we were looking at that this summer.
3rd down and 10 from midfield. Snap to Rivers. He will just hand it to Jackson. He'll get hit hard. Maybe a gain of 1. As coming in to blow that up was Ethan Hovekamp, senior linebacker. Only 1 yard in the gain for Jackson, and the Eagles will send on the punt team.
Brendan O'Reilly, number 8. Brings up 4th down.
Eagles were hoping for a few more yards there on the unexpected run to try to
So her friends were doing it, and her friends were doing it just to
Get a manageable fourth down. They're going to send Marley Claiborne out there as part of the punt shield,
Kellen Rawson.
but there is nobody out wide who could conceivably receive a fake punt. Lamb is the long snapper. Eagles look to the sideline, and this may have been a fake call, but I don't think it's happening now. 4th and 9, Ross gets the snap, kicks it away. High hang time, fielded by Gillespie. He'll actually just let it bounce, and it'll go forward. No Eagle will touch it until it reaches the 27 of Turpin.
Punt is down.
So that may have been a fake punt. I suspect. I do not think Marley Claiborne's part of the usual punt shield. But the Eagles did not have anyone out wide playing gunner who could conceivably receive a fake punt pass by Claiborne. And so they just go ahead with the punt. Only a 22-yard kick by Ross. That'll set Millihan and the Turpin offense up at about the 27. 4:39 to play, second quarter. It's 27-6. Eagles got a 3-and-out in their first drive, and now the Turpin offense has scored on 4 straight. Snap to Millihan. He will pull it back and throw it short. Caught by Elliott, and he'll push forward to about the 39 for the first down. Make that Augerman, not Elliott. Excuse me.
He takes it to the...
We see him do a lot of things on offense that are not quarterbacking after being listed as a quarterback and playing quarterback in last year's matchup between the Eagles and Spartans. Flag thrown. Looks like Callan Pullen may have flinched on the edge. Back him up 5 yards to the 33.
Back to the 33-yard line. First down and 15.
So the Eagles defense now got Turpin behind the chains. Let's see if they can get a stop. Beanie Ackland playing up near where the front 7 are. Hargis is the safety. Snap to Millihan. He will pull it back on play action. Under pressure, and he evades the tackle, launches deep downfield. Dangerous pass, and it is tipped and incomplete. Joshua Thornton got a hand on it. Millihan had to scramble just to evade the rush of Jalen Little on the blitz. Joshua Thornton, if that pass was a little bit worse, could have had an interception. As it stands at second down and long for Turpin. Backup quarterback coming back out there, Will Schmidtauer for Turpin. So Millihan back to the bench. Schmidtauer had that 42-yard pass to Callan Pullen that he caught with one hand on Turpin's last drive that went up as a touchdown. Snap to Schmidtauer, back to pass, heavy pressure, but it's a screen out to Girth to the 35 to the 40. Amazing hack go to the 45 and Girth to the 50, still running. Cuts left side to the 35 to the 30. Trying to chase him from behind. Girth to the 20, and he's going to be taken down to the 5 by Beanie Ackland. Holden Girth, a beautiful screen pass. Schmidtauer understanding the assignment, and a big gain for Turpin. 62 yards.
Darren Ackland made the
TD-saving tackle. It's 1st and goal. New running back in the game. Now it's Gerwin Smith. Snap to him. He will hand to Smith. Running left side, and he will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Turpin. Gerwin Smith, his first career carry, goes for a 6-yard touchdown. Set up with a big screen pass design that worked to perfection. Holden Girth, the hero of that drive, and it's 5 straight drive with a Turpin touchdown. 33-6 now the score.
The extra point.
Addy Braun on for his 5th extra point try of the day. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is wobbly and through.
Good. 3:19 left.
Looks like an Eagle Blizzard may have gotten a hand on it, but it got through. It's 34-6 in favor of the Spartans.
And Walnut Hills 6.
With a dream, my cardigan.
After that one successful drive, the Walnut offense hasn't been able to replicate much of that success after the touchdown pass to Lures. It's been negative plays, it's been low percentage throws. And the defense was great. They've gotten themselves a lot of opportunities, just have not managed to actually turn them into stops. But they are right there. They've gotten scored on 5 straight times, but a couple of those, they were a hair's breadth from a turnover.
Nader will kick off.
Nader on for his 5th kickoff of the day. 34-6 with 3:19 to go in the second quarter. 3 deep men covering all sides of the field. It's been 2 low kicks in a row for Naderer. But Walnut has managed to field both of them successfully. Naderer approaches. He will kick it low once again, and this time it'll get all the way to the back man. Bobbled and caught at the 20-yard line, and now running all the way around is Cam Coulibaly, trying to turn the corner. He'll get forced out of bounds about the 30, and a late tackle out of bounds made by Jack Carnahan, defensive back.
Great turns for Walnut Hills from about the 30-yard line.
So it's been pretty consistent, ending up with a 30, aside from the 1 penalty kickoff.
Ryan Thacker with the special teams stop.
But I've been impressed with one on special teams tonight, aside from the extra point try. They have mostly done their job, especially on the kickoff returns. And that's how you know a team is at least trying to work on the fundamentals. Oftentimes you'll see a team neglect something. We saw it a couple years ago in that little Miami loss at the end of 2023, where the Eagles just could not stop getting out of their own way on special teams. Could not get out of their own way. I got my wrong cliche. Eagles go 5 wide here. Rivers alone in the backfield, 3 receivers to the short side and 2 to the long side. Snap to Rivers. Got time to throw. Launches downfield, and it actually goes short to Kalen Murray. Makes a man miss. Gets taken down at about the 37-yard line. Solid gain on first down for Kalen Murray. Brought down by Adam Schlomer. And the trend continues. Go 5 wide and attack the linebackers. Give Kalen Murray 8 yards, and he's slow to get up.
6. Malachi Lures.
Murray down on 1 knee right now after the 8-yard catch. It might just be cramps.
It was 13, Kalen Murray.
It was a nice catch and move to get a few extra yards by Murray. We're just hoping he's all right. He will get up. And it looks like he's mostly okay. We'll keep monitoring that for you. Prior to today, all the injuries we've seen have just been Jonathan Jackson. He's gone down 3 or 4 times, but Murray looks all right. Might just be cramps. We hope it's just cramps. He got 8 yards on that catch. It's 2nd down and 2. Under 3 to play. Turpin by a lot, 34-6. And the Eagles offense mostly just working on stuff now. Eagles will stay in 5 wide, it looks like. It's Jason Nicholas coming on. Onto the 5 receiver set, as well as Lowell Mesfin. Nicholas had that fumble earlier in plus territory. Rivers alone in the backfield. He's back to pass here against a Turpin blitz. He steps up, launching downfield. Lures has a step, and it is broken up and incomplete. Beautifully played by defensive back Mac Reed.
Rivers pass intended for Malachi Lures.
Rivers trying to push it downfield. Mac Reed. Lures had a step on him, but had to slow down just the tiniest bit, and that let Mac Reed make up the ground and bat it away with one hand. He got his eyes to the ball and did his job. Brings up 3rd down and short. Kalen Murray being looked at on the injury table over on the Walnut sideline, still out of the game. 5 wide again for Walnut. Rivers alone in the backfield. And a whistle will stop play. Timeout called by Walnut.
Walnut Hills, that's their 3rd and final timeout.
With 2:27 to go in the first half, they want to try and scheme a play up to keep this drive going. Get some points before halftime. No timeouts left for the Eagles. They used both of the other 2 in the first quarter. Eagles have scored on 1 of 5 drives. Turpin on 5 of 6. Braylon Coleman's entering the game as the Eagles are going to go heavy in the Wildcat. Jonathan Jackson is the quarterback. They're going to go back to this. They showed it a lot against Milford last week and just try to run for 2 yards with Jonathan Jackson. Turpin trying to time it up. Jackson runs, and he will push forward and get it. The Wildcat is successful, and the Eagles get the first down on the Wildcat. A gain of 4 for Jackson.
That is a Walnut Hills first down.
And it looks like, unlike last week, the Eagles will send their normal formation right back out there.
For the Spartans.
So we saw Jaden Miller, Kamar Powell, and Braylon Coleman in that little shield for the Wildcat QB. And it worked out. A gain of 4 for Jackson to the 41 of Walnut. Eagles right back to 5 wide on the first down. Under 2 to play first half. 34-6, Turpin the score. Rivers back to pass again. 5-man pressure, throws flow for Thornton, and he cannot haul it in. It was low and incomplete.
To Josh Thornton is complete.
He made that catch.
Correction.
Nope.
They signaling.
Turpin PN after fooled me and fooled himself at 2nd and 10.
And 10 from the 41.
He has had some miscues, but he did say those magic words, and I like hearing completed pass, especially when it's Walnut doing the completion. 2nd down and 10 at the 41. 4 receivers will head to the left side of Rivers. 1 to the long side of the right is Hargis. Turpin showing blitz, and a quick throw left side for Lewis, trying to make some men miss. Cuts left side, and there was nothing there for Malachi Lewis. He's taking on my Brady Gillespie behind the line of scrimmage. It was a decent idea to motion a bunch of receivers out there to go for a bubble screen, but the blocking was not there for Lewis, and it's 3rd down and 12.
Turpin calls timeout.
Walker will call a timeout to try to get his offense the ball back one more time if they can get a stop here on 3rd and long. Turpin 2 points shy of the running clock entering the second half. A minute 31 to play in quarter number 2. 34-6. Turpin has scored on 5 straight drives. The Eagles offense has been better than they did against the Spartans last year, but has still had quite a few miscues that have killed some drives. As well, when you're just naturally a pass-happy offense, 1 or 2 incompletions and early downs can put you
3rd down
in an obvious passing situation.
12 from the 38.
And limit your options. 2 receivers left, 3 right to the throwing side for Rivers on 3rd and 12. Snap to Rivers, back to pass, 4-man pressure, rolls to the left. Rivers being chased from behind by Nickerson, and he'll just scramble, rush forward to about the 47-yard line.
Rivers on the keeper.
We'll see how much they actually give him.
Across the 45, about the 46-yard line.
Give him 8 on that play. It's going to be 4th and short. I have to imagine you go for it here.
And 5.
No timeouts for the Eagles offense to think something up, and it will be the punt team. So 4th and medium in minus territory. They do not want to give the Spartans the ball back without making them work for it and drive the length of the field. Colin Ross on for another punt. As suspected, Claiborne's not in the punt shield, so there may have been something on that last punt, and it goes through the legs of a shielder, and Ross will get bulldozed by Brady Nickerson before even having a chance to get the punt off. Big tackle by Nickerson, and you may as well have gone for it.
And
it'll be a short field for the Turpin offense once again.
Where Turpin will take over at the 35, first down and 10.
Ball spotted at the 35. Ross did good to just get the ball and go down. We saw Rivers do that earlier to prevent any further turnovers, but that is in as a turnover. You opt not to go for it on 4th and 5 and then don't get the punt off. Schmitz, however, the quarterback to start off this drive. Holden Girth, who had that long run on a screen pass, is the back. We've only seen him leave the field for 1 play, and that was when Gerwin Smith scored his first career touchdown in the red zone. Two receivers each side of Schmidtauer. He's back to pass here. Pressure coming from the middle. Schmidtauer lobs it toward the end zone, overthrown and incomplete. Overholser looks like he had a step on his man, Xander Hargis, who is a little hoppy as he's getting back to the formation. 2nd and 10. Overholser off the board so far. Turpin's leading receiver entering this game. Callan Poland has taken over that mantle with a strong first half, including that dynamite one-handed catch we saw 2 drives ago for Turpin. Shot to Schmidtauer, and he'll toss it across the middle for C.J. Elliott, taken down in the open field by Eli Newman. Short gain for Elliott, and it'll be 3rd and long.
Gain of about 5, 3rd down and 5.
Credit to Elliott on that tackle. Under a minute to play for the Turpin offense. Back to the line quickly. 3rd and 6, snap to Schmidtauer, and a whistle will blow the play dead. False start on Turpin.
Against Turpin. That's a 5-yard penalty.
So back it up 5 yards, 3rd and 11.
The 36-yard line, making it 3rd down and 10.
Eagle defense got a stop to open up this game, a 3-and-out against the Turpin Spartans, but Henry Feltman, to his credit, pinned the Eagles back inside the 20. And then a couple miscues later, Turpin got a very short field and scored their first of 5 touchdowns. 38 seconds to go in the second quarter, 3rd and 11. Millihan will be the quarterback this time, replacing Schmidtauer. Millihan takes the snap. He's back to pass on play action. Got time, rolls at the middle. Millihan throws it at the last second, and it's incomplete. At the feet of Evan Overholser, he was in good coverage by Xander Hargis, rather. It'll be 4th and 11. And we'll see what the Turpin offense does. It's not that simple to just go for it and lob a Hail Mary here because the ball's not that far downfield, and the Eagles' offense we've known can push it downfield quickly. But they will go for it here on 4th and 11. Could just be a hard count. Turpin has a timeout left. And they clap, look to the sidelines. Still not sure they're running a play here. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Millihan takes the snap, back to pass. Millihan getting antsy, running to the left side, throws it toward the sideline. High catch made by Callan Poland. Past the first down marker, and a first down for Turpin. Clock is running. He didn't get out of bounds, so clock will stop to move the chains. They got to get up to the line quickly here. 7 seconds left, 5 seconds left. Millihan back to pass. This could be the last play. Millihan throwing toward the end zone, and it is incomplete, and the Eagles get the stop after all. Joshua Thornton, a big hit delivered on Trey Goetzel to jar the touchdown ball loose. He was open. Thornton closed quickly and got the stop. Some positive momentum to the half. Walnut will get the ball first in the second half, trailing 34-6. This is Walnut Hills football on Graham Sportscasting Channel.
In 1927, Broadway was entering what would be its greatest season in history.
You know, we, you know, it's just, I mean, just that. My mother-in-law. I didn't realize it was the first time we watched it through. I was like,
I
sounds like an oboe solo. You don't get me solo. It's a silly thing.
West High. They're winning 52-0.
West Times? Oh, I guess it.
Thurgood Marshall. I don't think they're very good. I don't think so.
Did you guys beat West Times?
We had a comeback when we did.
Do you just do this for football, or do you do it for any other sports?
Well, I'm only here for football,
Okay.
and then I go back to Chicago, and I'm going to do that for many more sports there.
It's not bad. So, I don't have control of the TV until after the Chinese. And then it's just Richard and Ted catch Righteous Gemstones? What is it on? Infantile Max. Each of us been on the first So you watch now? She's usually asleep, but I don't catch her between like 9:45 and 10:15. So I'll be watching. What's that? Name that to me.
The marching band will be attending their first competition at the Troy Show tomorrow. We wish them the best of luck at their first competitive event of the season.
Forest Hills Marching Band with their Broadway-themed performance tonight here at Spartan Stadium. Always a pleasure to get to see them perform in person. Over on the football field, it's Turpin 34 and Walnut Hills 6 as we are nearing the third quarter of play. Time now for scores from around the city. Starting with the ECC, it's Kings up 17-0 over Loveland. That defense for the Knights continuing to show out at halftime. Anderson up 36-7 over Little Miami. They did not get running clocks. Lebanon 28-0 over West Claremont.
Our senior student athletes and their families from our
Winton Woods over Milford 21-7. Over to the GMC now. Fairfield leads Coleraine 28-0. Lakota West over Hamilton 31-6. Lakota East trails Mason 16-14 late in the first half. Middletown 7-3 over Oak Hills. Princeton 35-0 over Sycamore. Over to the GCL South. St. Xavier 17-3 over Cathedral, Indiana. LaSalle had 17-10 over Fairmont. Moeller playing on Friday for the first time this season, and they are losing 14-3 to Trinity. Matt Ponatowski, star quarterback, went down with an injury in the second quarter of that tilt. Elder ahead of Springboro 7-0. Over to CMAC, it is Western Hills 40-52 and Thurgood Marshall 0. Taft 19-7 over Chaminade Julienne, and Roger Bacon 20 28-0 over Hughes.
Business.
We'll be back with second half action in just a moment here on Graham Sportscasting Channel.
Burke has also been a tennis player for the Spartans. After graduation, he plays at Kent College and major in finance. Zach Kraft is joined by his mom, Nicole, his dad, Aaron, and his sister, Bella. Zach is proud of his high score on his ACT and state test. He even shot a 39 at Ivy Hills. After graduation, he plans to major in something sports-related. Liam McCord is joined by Michelle and Matt McCord. Liam is an honor roll student, 3-year varsity athlete, and AP scholar. After graduation, Liam plans to attend college and major in either astronomy or atmospheric science. Matthew Middendorf is joined by Wendy and Joe Middendorf. Matthew is a 4-year golf and lacrosse player. He maintained a 4.0 weighted GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, he plans to attend college, but is currently undecided. Landon Pegram is joined by his mother, Kim Pegram. In addition to golf, Landon has also bowled and been a team announcer for Turpin varsity baseball. After graduation, he plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and is undecided in his major currently. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we go to girls golf. Maureen Carpenter is joined by Mary Kate and Nick Carpenter. Maureen is a 4-year varsity golfer, a member of Turpin's Honors Chamber Orchestra, Link Crew member, National Honor Society, Sources of Strength, and PR director of the Key Club. After graduation, she plans to study elementary education at Butler or the University of Dayton. Erin Donnelly is joined by Natalie Kleinfelter. Erin is a 4-year varsity golfer. She was honorable mention all ECC for 2 years. She's also a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans to major in pre-med or biological sciences. Natalie Johansson is joined by Kasia and Peter Johansson. Natalie is a 3-year varsity golfer and a 4-year girls lacrosse member. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and a member of Turpin's Honors Chamber Orchestra. Her future plans are currently undecided. Georgia Panessis is joined by Irene Sinahari and Michael Panessis. Georgia is a 3-year varsity golf athlete and received the Most Improved Player last year. After graduation, Georgia plans to study medicine. Nora Zellen is joined by Nikki Zellen. Nora is a 4-year varsity golfer and is currently ranked 2nd in the ECC. She's been second team ECC or as well as citywide honorable mention in 2024. She is also active in mock trial, TSA, Key Club, Destination Imagination, and the National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans to attend law school.
That would have been super great, but yeah, we would have.
Now we go to tennis.
30, and I would have been like, people are going to be.
Phoebe Baldessari is joined by Katie and Kevin Baldessari. Phoebe has been a member of the tennis team for 4 years and played 2 years of lacrosse. She is a member of the ping pong club, Key Club, Sources of Strength, National Honor Society, and is a national merit qualifier with a GPA of 4.5. After graduation, she plans to study journalism or songwriting. Emily Hall is joined by Amanda Carey and Patrick Carey. Emily has been an honor roll athlete for the past 3 years. She is also a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans to study nursing. Michelle Soretti is joined by Diane and Kevin Soretti. Michelle has been an honor roll student all 4 years. After graduation, she plans to attend college to major in child psychology and minor in business. Now we go to boys cross country. AJ Landers is joined by Jennifer Landers and Scott Landers. AJ has run cross country all 4 years. After graduation, he plans to attend Wright State University to study film production. Chase Spencer is joined by Kara and Jason Spencer. Chase is a 4-year varsity cross country runner. He is also school record holder in the 400 meter in the 4x400 relay. After graduation, he plans to run track and field and major in mechanical or software engineering.
You guys play with?
Noah Town is joined by Betsy and Eric Town. Noah is a 2-year varsity runner. He made the academic honor roll every semester of high school with a 4.0 weighted GPA. He was named Athlete of the Week after a 9th place finish at the Royal Invitational with a personal record of 17 minutes and 22 seconds. After graduation, he plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and study engineering.
Dude, I would want to go out there.
Carter Wojcik is joined by his dad, Colin Wojcik.
I remember.
Carter is a 2-year varsity runner. He's also a member of the National Honor Society and has won awards in both Mandarin and Latin. After graduation, he plans to attend the Ohio State University, majoring in international studies. Now to girls cross country. Emery Barford is joined by Melanie and Dan Barford. Her best 5K time is currently 23 minutes and 44 seconds. Emery is also a member of the Turpin marching band. After graduation, she plans to study biomechanical engineering. Anna Burkhardt is joined by Becky and Jim Burkhardt. Anna is a 4-year cross-country runner and member of the Turpin marching band. Educators Rising and TPA. She is an ECC Scholar Athlete and a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans to major in elementary education. Bridget McKee is joined by Melissa and Michael McKee. Bridget is a 4-year varsity cross-country and track runner and is also a 2-year captain. She has also ran the sixth fastest time in Turpin history in cross country. After graduation, Bridget plans to run and study engineering.
I got corrected on a Turpin player last year, too. Don't worry.
Is joined by Beth and Jeremy Martin.
If you end up announcing the game one of these days,
Allie is a 4-year varsity cross-country and track runner and 2-year captain. She is a National Honor Society treasurer and maintains a GPA of 4.54. After graduation, she plans to major in mechanical engineering. Olivia Owens is joined by Beth and Matt Owens. Olivia is a 4-year varsity track and cross-country athlete. She's a 3-year captain, honor roll student, and 3-time regional qualifier. Olivia plans to major in nursing on the pre-med track. Reagan Schneider is joined by Devin and Josh Schneider. Reagan is a 3-year varsity cross-country runner and has been captain for 3 years. She is also a 4-year varsity track athlete. She participates in FBLA, Student Council, and Key Club. After graduation, she plans to major in business. Sarah Schultz is joined by Julie and Jeff Schultz. Sarah has a 4.3 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society. She is also an AP Scholar with distinction. After graduation, she plans to study nursing. Spartan athletes, we hope that each of you finishes strong and has a great senior year. We hope that you have loved your time at Turpin High School and that you will be proud Spartans forever. Everybody, please join me in giving this fine group of players and their families one big round of applause.
Always nice to see a senior celebration, no matter whose team it is. Third quarter, pretty close to starting. 34-6 is your score. Turpin leads after scoring on 5 of their 7 drives in the first half. And a big hit from Joshua Thornton to end the half stop that from being 6. I do have some reservations about how Brian Walker handled his final timeout during that drive because he easily had enough time to call a timeout and get 2 plays. Instead, he gambled everything on 1 play to the end zone. Walnut came up big. That is important because it keeps the running clock off to start the second half. So if Walnut wants any chance of coming back here, a score here would go a long way. If they did manage to score that TD, the running clock would be on for the Walnut offense to start this third quarter and likely would not turn off. As it stands now, it's Jack Naderer ready to kick it away to Walnut.
Naderer to kick off to start the second
Walnut
half.
scored 1 touchdown, turned it over once, and punted 4 times on their 6 drives. 34-6, high spiraling kick by Naderer. Approaching it is Dennis. Goes to the 10 to the 20, cuts left side to the 30, and he'll be hit and dropped right there. Brady Balcom on the tackle for Turpin.
Raylan Dennis takes the kickoff back.
And like almost every return today, it starts just at about the 30-yard line, the 29 to be exact. Walnut trailing by 28 entering this third quarter. They had some success, but they would always end up getting behind the chains, and they were not able to successfully convert very often, if at all, when it was more than 10 yards to gain. So it's important here to just keep the ball in front of the chains, no matter how you choose to do it. Odd formation here. Make that just a shotgun. Robert Green is the back. We saw him in the West High games. That's a Rivers back to pass. Pump fakes once, now rolls out to the right. Rivers still looking downfield, throws a sidearm toward the sideline. Low and incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
It was intended for Joshua Thornton, but a Turpin defensive back, Gavin Jacobs, got in front of him and caused the incomplete pass.
For Turpin, second down. And 10.
Eagles have a tendency when the game gets long to just put it on Rivers' shoulders. Let him try to make a play with his arm. 3 receivers to the short side on the left, 1 to the right. Robert Green flanking Rivers. We've seen him for the first time since the West High game. Snap to Rivers, and he pumps once and gets hit and drops. That was all the time Turpin needed to get a big sack. Brady Nickerson, his second sack of the game, brings up 3rd and long.
Brandon Riley, number 8.
Was that Nickerson? That was, Brandon Riley on the blitz. Got Rivers to the ground.
Down.
Loss of 7 to the 23. It's 3rd and 17.
And 17.
Brandon Riley's 6th career sack, first of this season. Backs won it up, 3rd and 17. We saw Robert Green be pretty effective in pass pro. He's going to sub out here for Jonathan Jackson Jr. on this 3rd and a mile rep. Snap to Rivers. Got time. Lobs it downfield and is overthrown and incomplete. It was Jason Nicholas, close to the first down marker of the intended target, but he could not get a completion. And 3 plays for the Eagles offense go nowhere, and it's going to be another punt time.
Colin Ross in to punt for Walnut Hills.
Trey Goetzel is the return man, standing at the Turpin 45-yard line. Colin Ross will punt for the 5th time today. Tariq Winnigan hurries onto the field late for Walnut and shifts into the punt shield alongside Xander Hargis. Ross takes it and gets the punt away. It's a high wobbler. Getzel backs up to the 40, and that's where he'll start his return to the 45, to the 50, and he's brought down from behind by freshman Vance Lamb. Make that his first career tackle, and it'll be about midfield for the Spartan offense.
Vance Lamb with the special team stop for the Eagles.
Any score here by Turpin will turn on the running clock. To that end, we see a new face on the Eagles defense, Armani Denton. Sophomore defensive end will line up opposite Braylon Coleman. I do not believe we've seen Denton in a game yet this year, so new trails blazing for him. The quarterback will be Millaham, and the running back will be Girth. So mostly still starters for Turpin, at least until the running clock turns on. 10:33 to go, third quarter, and now looks like a penalty is going to be assessed, maybe on the kickoff, to put Turpin at the Walnut 46. Girth in motion, snap to Millaham, throws to Girth on the screen, and he's got the edge to the 45 to the 40, cuts right side to the 30, and that's where he's taken down by Jonathan Jackson Jr.
To holding Girth for about 9 to the 38-yard line.
Is it Milam?
Eli Newman with the stop. Second.
Give him 2 yards in that play. It's second and 2. Girth goes in motion again. This time Milam keeps it, runs straight up the middle, has the first down, and not much more than that. Armani Denton in on that tackle, and it was finished off by Braylon Dennis. First down for Turpin at the Walnut 35.
Jonathan Jackson Jr. with the stop.
One more score for Turpin will turn on the running clock after they got the 3 and out to begin the second half. Snap to Milam. Back to pass, throws the wheel route, and it is, dangerous and overthrown. Cam Coulibaly was in the area. He tried to go back to that wheel route to Holden Girth. Coulibaly was in the area, and he sailed the pass. Second down and 10. Milam accounted for 4 of Turpin's 5 first-half touchdowns, 3 of them on the ground. Second down and 10. Milam back to pass here. Blitz count at the middle, and Milam will be swarmed and sacked. First sack of the season for Walnut, and Jalen Little on the blitz. Walnut finally gets a sack, and Milam goes down. Loss of 4, third and 14. Good, well-coordinated blitz by a couple Walnut backers up the middle. Third and long, Milam claps once, look to the sidelines. 9:08 to play third quarter, 34-6, Turpin leads. Snap to Milam in an empty set. He's back to pass. Pressure coming off the edge. Milam steps forward. Milam pulls and runs, and he will cut right side and go down. Ball comes out at the end of the play. Milam fumbled it, and it is...
Ball did come out.
Still no call yet. Looks like it's Turpin football.
Spartans.
Milam got close to the first down, but not to it.
About 1.
Got 13 of the 14 needed yards. Turpin was going to go for it, but Walnut almost had a big turnover there. 4th and 1, Milam set up in shotgun, 6th in the line. Girth to his left, tight end. Ackerman motions left to right. Milam will look to the sideline for a new play. Turpin made their money on 4th down. Milam snap, hands Girth up the middle. Got the first down and more. Cuts right side and gets taken out of the secondary by Dayron Ackland at about the 10-yard line, but Holden Girth a big hole and gets the Turpin first down.
Dayron Eklund made the stop.
Give him 11 yards to the 15. And Turpin converts 4th down for the 4th time today. Under 8 to play, quarter number 3. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Milam in an empty set. Make that. Milam, quick toss right side for Holden Girth. Girth trying to get the edge, and he will, and goes out of bounds at about the 10. And then a lot of card contact at the end of the play. Hargis was in on that tackle, as well as Joshua Thornton. 8-yard gain for Girth, and it's 2nd and 2 from the 7.
Thornton, Xander Hargis combined on the stop. 2nd and 3.
2nd and short. Turpin's kept it short for the most part this drive. Ackerman goes in motion right to left. Snap to Milam. Takes off running left side. Milam turns the corner and gets into the end zone for his fourth rushing touchdown of the day. Luke Milam had 2 career rushing TDs entering this game, and now all the way up to 6. And that score will turn the running clock on. Luke Milam.
Eddie Braun just up the extra.
40-6 the score. Braun on to make it 41-6. And this Turpin offense is just pretty fun to watch, I'd say. Snap to Braun. Kick is up and kick is good. Makes it 41-6 in Turpin's favor.
Third quarter. Spartans 41, Walnut Hills 6. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this game will now be played with a running clock for the OHSAA point differential rule. The clock will be stopped after changes of possession at the end of periods and for timeouts. If the point differential should fall beneath 30, normal.
So Walnut got the ball out of the half, but did not do very much with it. The sack by Brandon Riley for Turpin. And 2 incompletions led to no points for Walnut. Turpin goes right back down the field with their ones and scores to turn the running clock on. 6:21 to go. Running clock will start on the kick of the ball by Jack Naderer. We saw one solid, sustained drive in the first quarter for the Walnut offense. That was when they went 5 wide, let Rivers air it out, and he was able to find Lures downfield multiple times. But since then, not a whole lot. Naderer kicks it high into the air. Dennis moves forward. It'll be on the ground. That's a live ball, and it looks like Turpin's got it.
Naderer's kick. He's down at about the
No, not a live ball, I guess, but it was down to the 24. Turpin did fall on it, but it is one-out ball.
Walnut Hills starts first.
It was Coulibaly and Dennis back to return. Nobody could really figure out who was going to field that kick by Naderer that wobbled in the air and got caught by the wind a little bit. 41-6 is your score. Midway through the third quarter, running clock will be turned on. Not running right now for some reason. Will Rivers in the Eagle offense will go into the normal shotgun set. 2 receivers each side. Robert Green the back. Clock begins to run. Eagles will not have many more chances to score. 1 turnover and 1 touchdown for the Eagles today. Jason Nicholas had that fumble, and Lures had the touchdown catch from Rivers. Snap to Rivers here. He'll throw quickly left side for Lures. Trying to turn the corner, and he'll be forced out of bounds after a modest gain of about 6 or 7. On that stop was
Rivers to Malachi Lures.
Check my notes.
Stopped by Ryan Thacker.
Finn Dumford.
Gain of
They give Lures about 4 yards.
Second down and 4.
About the 30-yard line. Split the difference. Snap to Rivers. Back to pass again. He's looking quickly right side, but now he'll take off running up the middle. Cut toward the center. Make a spin move and get the first down at the 39. Solid run for Will Rivers. He evaded Dalerjon Hazanov, linebacker.
First down.
Make that, not Hazanov, Schmittauer's out there. Can't tell. Somebody in this too. It was Hazanov.
22.
First down for Rivers at the 39. Under 5 to play third quarter. Turpin's starting to put in some backups as the Walnut offense will keep their ones out there and just work on things. Rivers back to pass, lobs over the middle to Lures, and he can't hold on to the ball. A big hit delivered by
intended for number 6.
Finn Dumford, defensive back. Would have been a first down, but Lures got hit hard by Dumford.
It up, number 28. Second and 10.
Turpin has scored on all but 2 drives. The first drive of the game, they went 3 and out. The last drive of the game, They were not able to score on the 2-minute drill. Second and 10 at 39. Snaps to Rivers, looks left, throws it left, Lures catches it, and doesn't get very much. A big hit delivered by Ben Fry, defensive back, on Malachi Lures, who had to pay for those yards.
Complete to number 6, Lures. Penalty flag on the play.
A flag was thrown on that hit. I mean, it looked like some clean football. Maybe the refs disagree. As it stands right now, it's a gain of about 4 yards for Lures, but it will go against the Turpin Spartans. So that hit by Fry judged a little bit too hard despite the crowd's reaction. That'll move Walnut up 15 yards from the end of the play and give them the 41 of Turpin.
15-yard penalty, and the ball placed at the 41. First down.
So maybe that'll make Lures feel a little bit better after he had to take that big hit from Mac Reed. Ben Fry, rather. Mac Reed is out of the game. It's most of the backups for Turpin nowadays. Ball on the 41-yard line. Dennis moves into the game at running back. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Snap to Rivers. He's got a free rusher up the middle. Rivers got a scramble, still trying to evade, turns the corner, and he gets taken down from behind as catching up to him on that.
Taken down all the way back at the 42-yard line.
I can't tell who that is.
Noah Schmidbauer.
Noah Schmidbauer, defensive lineman, was able to track Rivers down from behind. Big loss of about 13 or 15 yards for the Eagles.
Second down and 25.
Wasn't a terrible idea for Rivers to try to roll out there. He got a free rusher, Sam Stiles, coming at him up the middle, but just could not run fast enough to evade Schmidbauer. Second and 25. Under 2 to play, third quarter. It's been all shotgun this drive for the Eagles, who now have to deal with a very long down and distance. Lures goes in motion, snap to Rivers. He will step forward and get hit and sacked again. Ball's up, ball's out. It was picked up by an Eagle who fights his way forward for about
Rivers
to the 46. Can't tell who that was. It was Schmidbauer again on that tackle.
For the Eagles.
And it looks like Rivers himself, no, it might have been Lil Mesfin getting that ball. He got exactly back to the line of scrimmage, and it's third down and 25.
Once again with the stop, 36.
The junior Schmidbauer, just 175 pounds,
24.
coming off the edge, has been a menace on these last 2 plays. He's got some I don't want to say sneaky athleticism, but he is athletic. Under a minute to play here in quarter number 3. Three receivers left, 1 right of Rivers. Snap to Rivers, rolls out to the left against the blitz. He will be borne down on turns right side, and now will launch it downfield. Lures it off his hands. It's a little bit high on the throw from Rivers. He had him at about the 40-yard line of Turpin, about 9 yards shy of the first down, but that'll bring the punt team out. We'll see if they can get this punt off before the running clock drains the rest of the third quarter. It looks like the answer will be no. Ross is in formation, but Gordon and Lures taking a while to walk off the field. 2 seconds left, and there will be no punt.
And that's going to do it for
End of the third quarter. It is Turpin 41 and Walnut Hills 6.
And Walnut Hills 6.
So Colin Ross on to punt as we got the fourth quarter of play. And before that, whistles will stop the play and the running clock. Ball at the Walnut 45, and Turpin's return man is Callan Poland, just inside his own 20. Ross on for his sixth punt of the day. He takes the snap, boots it away. It's a pretty good one, but not a lot of hang time. And Walnut will down it right at about the 30-yard line. Eli Newman.
Pointed down at the 30-yard line by number 30, Eli Newman. Spartans will start.
41-6 Turpin the score, start of the fourth quarter.
At the 30.
That's probably it for Milam and the starters. It was 5 touchdowns accounted for, 4 of them on the ground for the senior quarterback. Will Schmittauer is the quarterback for Turpin, and it's mostly backups now. In against the Walnut starters, Gerwin Smith is the running back. He'll get the ball here on first down, running right side, and Walnut stops him pretty quickly. Kamar Powell, freshman defensive tackle, in on that stop.
He takes it close to the 34.
Give him about 3 or 4. Second and 6.
Jr. with the stop. Gain of 3, second and 7.
Walnuts mostly played a 4 down front. It's been Jalen Little coming off the edge. He got the Eagles' first sack of the season back in the third quarter. Snap to Schmittauer. He and Smith running up the middle. Smith finds a hole and gets another 5 yards before being taken down by Eli Newman and Mateo Zuniga.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 from the 38 coming up for Schmittauer and the Turpin backups. 10.5 to go here in this one. Man goes in motion. Trey Getzel from left to right, but Turpin has not snapped the ball. Smith shifts off to Schmittauer's left hip. Snap to Schmittauer, hands Smith running up the middle, and he's hit and dropped by Jonathan Jackson Jr. behind the line of scrimmage, and nice play made there by Jackson. We'll see what Turpin does. Player is down. It was Jonathan Jackson after driving his body weight into Gerwin Smith. Jackson has been injured and has at least gone down in every week so far, but this time he'll get back up pretty quickly. Free time over Turpin to talk about what they want to do. No gain for Smith. So 4th and 2 at the 30. They're going to send Luke Milam back out here. I thought his day was for sure done. Is he just the punt shield? Yeah, he's the punt shield. Henry Feltman is the punter. Only his 2nd time punting today. The first was on Walnut's first drive. I was fooled because Luke Milam is part of the punt shield for the Spartans. Feltman gets it, kicks it away. It's a line drive off of the hands of Hargis. He'll have to turn. Still running backwards. Now picked up at the 10. Has to make a couple men miss. Goes to the 15, and that's where he's taken down. Ball comes out at the end on a big hit by a Spartan. Recovered by Turpin.
Taken by number 1, Xander Hargis. He fumbles, and it is recovered by Turpin.
As Hargis spent so long tracking that ball, he had a couple of defenders in his face, and he just got leveled as the defenders got to him. That's the kind of hit that Turpin was penalized for earlier in this game. That one gets them a turnover, the 2nd of the day for the Eagles. Ball's put on the 13. Schmittauer and the Turpin offense will come back out there. A new back, looks like. This is C.J. Howell playing his first snap at halfback for Turpin. Junior, 5'8", 155, a shifty type. And he will get the ball here on a run. Howell running up the middle, and he's stopped at about the 11-yard line. Gain of a couple. Eli Newman in there.
32. Gets one.
As well as Xander Hargis. They give him the 12-yard line, a gain of one. Other names in here for Turpin, number 85, Dean Overholser, in case one wasn't bad enough. He is a sophomore playing his first couple of reps at wide receiver. Under 8 to play, 2nd and 9 for Turpin. Snap goes, hands C.J. Howell, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of 3 or 4. Meeting him in the hole was Eli Newman again.
About the 9. Newman.
Good test for this one defensive front against a more apt opponent.
3rd and 6.
If Dean Overholser makes a catch, he'll have more yards than his much more decorated sibling. 3rd and 6, 7:20 to go. He's matched up one-on-one with Julian Calvin, who was guarding Evan Overholser earlier in the game. Instead, it's going to be a keeper for Schmidtauer. He dives and fights his way into the end zone for a Turpin touchdown. Schmidtauer fooled everybody, and he's got his first career touchdown and the 5th on the ground for a Turpin quarterback. 47-6 is your score. And off for the extra point, Addy Braun, his 7th attempt of the day. Turpin scored on 7 of their 9 drives.
Somewhere over there.
High snap through the legs of the holder Milliham, and that will not even be close to an attempt. So no good. 47-6 is the score. Julian Calvin did a good job falling on Milliham to make sure he couldn't make something out of that.
47 and the Eagles 6.
Eagles offense will get one more chance with the running clock on. We'll see if the Eagles still go with starters here, because we didn't see any Marley Claiborne aside from being a running back last week. And throughout the next couple years, unless Rivers gets hurt, we will likely not see any Marley Claiborne, period. Josh Reed, the only other quarterback on the roster wearing number 34, is a freshman this year. 47-6 is your score. Most points one is allowed since the Lakota West playoff game last year, and that was with half a roster. Under 6 to play. The clock's running during this change of possession because a lot of us just a formality at this point. New kicker on for Turpin. That is number 30, who is not listed on my roster. See how he does here. Replacing Jack Naderer. And he will kick it high into the air. Dennis will move forward a bit, field at the 15, to the 20, to the 25, trying to cut left side to the 30, turns the corner to the 35, and gets out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line, taken out of bounds by Harper Holmes, defensive back. Ball spotted at the 38.
On the return.
Let's see who the personnel is.
Correction, Harper Holmes with the tackle for Turpin.
Clock running under 5 minutes.
Ball placed at the 38-yard line. Eagles take over first down.
The offensive line, the same starting 5. And so are the starting offense. Robert Green and Will Rivers are the backfield. Mesfin and Dyshawn Edwards playing his first snap at wide receiver, number 85. He's also into the game. See if we can't get him a catch before this affair wraps up. Edwards out left alongside Jason Nicholas, 2 other receivers to the right. 1st and 10 to the 38. Snap to Rivers, looking left. Steps up in the pocket. Now he'll just scramble. Flag is down for probably a hold against Brady Nolman as Rivers gets 4 on that run.
Rivers, the ball carrier, to the 40.
Ref wasting no time to call that penalty and set Walnut back 10 yards.
Walnut Hills.
Brady Noman had put his guy on the ground. It might not have been in a legal way. Under 4 to play. 1st and 20 now for the Walnut
Kevin
offense.
Jacobs, Ryan Thacker combined on the stop for the Spartans. Ball play.
Could be wrong. I think the last time we saw a freshman receiver get any snaps for Walnut, it was Ty Austin.
1st and 20.
That turned out pretty well. Wish he was still here on the team, but Dyshon Edwards out alone to the left side now. 1st and 20. Rivers snap, hands Jackson up the middle, works his way to the right side, pushes forward for a gain of 10. He gets the penalty yardage back before being dropped by Turpin's, Jake Holleran.
The ball carrier for Walnut Hills. Jake Holleran with the stop.
Gain of 9 for Jackson. It's up to the 37.
92.
Under 3 to play in this game.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 11.
Walnut scoring points in offense an improvement over last year, but Turpin had their way on that dynamic offense. Rivers has the snap here. Looks right, now scrambles left, sets his feet, throws toward the middle, and it's caught by Nicholas at the 45. Skates forward to the 43 where he's taken down
Caught by 18.
by
Jason Nicholas. Into
again.
territory.
Finn Dumford.
3-yard line. First down.
2:14 to play with the running clock on. Eagles in no real rush.
Stop for the Spartans, 35.
We'll always have that one drive. Under 2 to play, snap to Rivers, hands Jackson up the middle, running right side. Jackson gets off a block, gets a block to the right side. Jackson into the secondary and down to the 25 by Dumford. Good run for Jonathan Jackson Jr., and he's down again.
6-yard line.
Jackson just cannot seem to stop cramping.
Injury timeout.
Might have been the best run of his career there, but let's see if he's all right. He'll get off. The injury having close to the sideline, so it won't delay play too much. Robert Green entering the game as the running back. Eagles trying to punch it in one more time before this night's done. 1st and 10, Rivers will hand Green up the middle. Robert Green into a thicket, bouncing off left side, but he won't find any yardage. Green eventually did break out after the whistle was blown dead, but not going to get any yardage. Maybe 1. 1:07 to play with the running clock still enabled.
Mont Lewis, 26 with the stop.
It was Mont Lewis on that tackle for Turpin, but it was a team effort. Eagles not in any hurry. They're huddling up. 53 seconds to play. 2nd and 9 from the Turpin 25-yard line. Green the back. 6 on the line for the Eagles. Snap to Rivers. He will play action. Lob one toward the end zone for Joshua Thornton, and it is incomplete. Let's see if we get any laundry. We will. Thornton was bracketed
on the play
by not Dayron Ackland. He's on our team. Bracketed by Mont Lewis.
For Josh Thornton.
And you might as well call a timeout here, but Coach Miles not doing that. 16 seconds and counting. And the ball taking a while to be spotted. Walnut will likely not get another playoff, as they had to go back to the prior spot and then spot the ball, and that's it. Final score here at Spartan Stadium is Turpin 47 and Walnut Hills 6.
The final play.
Walnut will finally return home to Mark Stadium. Next week they take on Little Miami in an ECC rivalry match. We will see you then right here on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Excuse me, they're going with an untimed down. So hold your horses. A lot of Walnut fans already getting up and leaving. We have an extra play. At least that's what the PA announcer said. I suppose it's the game cannot end in an untimed penalty, even though the running clock was enabled. The penalty put the ball at the 12-yard line. So might as well practice your last play of the half Hail Mary to the end zone here. Turpin's defenders are out in the field. Walnut just now breaks the huddle on their sideline. Sorry for the premature outro. Did not expect that outcome, but we'll see what happens. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. 3 receivers off to the left and 1 to the right. Final play of the game here. Let's see if Walnut can punch it in. Snap to Rivers, back to pass. Rivers looks right, looks left, stops, and he will lose the ball on a sack, and it will be fallen on by Jonathan Smith, and that's how the game will end. The sack was by Noah Schmidbauer, and that is tonight's final score. 47-6 Turpin wins. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.